We are rolling on October 11th, where it's a beautiful day at UCLA. The sunshine is shining, and we're about to hear from Shamali. Is that right?
Shamali, yeah.
Shamali. Don't call me Shamali. It's Shamali, who's going to talk to us about Argentina.
Argentina, yes. I respect you, guys.
Good. Okay, rolling.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Shamali.
Hi, Shamali.
Hello. Before I begin, I want you guys to really think about what it would feel like if two of your friends or two places you really love are fighting against each other. Really take a second to evoke that feeling. So that is exactly what's happening with Argentina and Britain. See, all of my family, or most of my family, is from Argentina, and I go there every year to visit them. And my mother's father is from Britain. And I just went there to live for a few months this past summer and did a study abroad there. So these are two places that are very close to my heart. Argentina has a lot of European immigrants and a lot of British customs, like the 5 o'clock tea. So these places, like I said, they're very close to me. So today I want to answer the question, will Argentina's new claims on the Falklands further strain relations with Britain? Will Argentina's new claims on the Falklands further strain relations with Britain? And my answer is no, it will not strain relations with Britain, and I will give you 3 reasons as to why, and I'll proceed to elaborate on them. The first reason is because the past history does not determine the present, especially if new actions are being taken in the present to change what has happened in the past. My second reason is that Argentina now has a new president that's fully committed to establishing good relations with Britain. And my third reason is that if we look at the trajectory of Argentina and Britain's relationship, the time that it had a downfall and the most tension was in the past presidency with Cristina Kirchner. After she was removed from office, the trajectory continued moving upwards, and I think it will continue to do so. So you might be asking, why is this topic significant to me? Honestly, when I read the prompt, I had no idea what was happening with the Falklands. I hardly knew where they were. But, you know, this topic really touched home because I saw Argentina and Britain, and it was two places that were close to me. So if we approach this issue from a humanitarian perspective, I'm sure we can all relate to two places or people that we love fighting. Now it's Argentina and Britain, but tomorrow it might be somewhere that you care about or you care about.
Good.
So it really depends on what's going on and how universal it is, and this is something that we can all sympathize with. So my first point why I believe that Argentina's further claims on the Falklands will not strain relations with Britain is because the past history does not determine the future or the present. See, the Falklands is a cluster of islands in the South Atlantic Ocean. And for many years, Britain and Argentina were both claiming that it was their own. Finally, this escalated, and in 1982, there was a short 2-month war between Britain and Argentina. Britain won, but Argentina didn't let go of claims on the Falklands. So, from 1982, the relations continued to progress all the way to the early 2000s, when in 2007, President Cristina Kirchner came into office, and she did not make it a priority to foster good relations. So there was tension. When she was removed from office, the good relations continued to progress. The reason that I don't believe that the relations will get any worse is because both Argentina and Britain now have actually explicitly stated that they're making it one of their priorities to foster good relations. Even the US got involved, and according to CNS News, in an article from 2012, President Obama said that he's also going to help to foster good relations, and he's excited for an open dialogue to continue between these two countries. So if all 3 places, including the US and Argentina and Britain, all 3 countries are working towards the same common goal, there's no reason why past tensions should affect the present. This brings me to my next point, and that is that now Argentina has a new leader, Macri, who's making it his focus to foster good relationships. As I had said, Cristina Kirchner, the previous president, didn't really make this a priority. But Mauricio Macri did an interview in 2016, this January, with The Guardian. It was an hour-long interview in the presidential office. And he said how, I am excited to move forward with, and once again, reestablishing good relations with Britain. And actually, this interview was a huge step showing that progress is being made, because under Christina Kirchner, she never once gave an interview about foreign relations through any new media source with the US. So The Guardian said that already this interview was a huge step in the right direction. And to furthermore, the UK's Prime Minister, she sent a letter to Mauricio Macri saying that thanks to you now, we are excited and looking forward to once again establishing the relations that Britain and Argentina once had. And that was posted in Reuters news source, one of the biggest world international agencies for the UK. This brings me to my third and final point, that if we look at the trajectory of the US, or of Argentina and Britain's relationships, it was going upwards after the 1982 war. And then when Christina Kirchner came into power, that's when the most tension amounted, because she wasn't making it the priority to fix things. So now that she's out of office and she was replaced with Mauricio Macri, who's really determined to making this his priority, there's no reason why the trajectory shouldn't continue to move upwards. So in summary, I've showed you 3 reasons why Argentina's new claims on the Falklands will not further strain relations with Britain. Number 1, the past history does not determine the future, especially as measures are being taken by all of the countries involved to fix things. Number 2, we now have a president, Mauricio Macri, who's making this his top priority. And number 3, looking at the trajectory between the good relations of Argentina and Britain, if one of the sources of the problem that was handicapping the progress is removed, the trajectory should continue moving upwards. So I hope now there's not a doubt in this room that Argentina's new claims on the Falklands will not further strain relations with Britain. And like Obama said, I look forward also to seeing a good dialogue continue between these 2 countries that I'm so passionate about. So I'm happy to see my people and my friends once again getting along. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was 6:05. Okay, we'll start down there. What'd you like, sir?
Hi, I'm James.
Hi, James.
That just seemed very textbook. It was like exactly what he said everyone needed to work on, like format, hand movement, where you're looking, everything. Like you just listened to every point and you implemented.
Thank you.
Shamali followed the prompt pretty precisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Improvement for Shamali?
Improvement. Wasn't much. I mean, she killed it. So.
Thank
Like
you.
you said, the voice was great, the hand gesture was great, relating to us was great, making your own personal story and then transitioning it to our story.
Bringing
So,
like our community.
exactly, and then tying everything back. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish you guys would start your words.
Oh, I was nervous, man.
Okay, Shamali, let me give you some feedback on your presentation. You're a very natural speaker, a very likable speaker, charismatic. I like the way you moved. You didn't move too much, so that was good. You started with a personal story that was good. You set the tone for your parents and your father and your visit in England and tea and all this sort of thing. And so you established a personal stake in the whole situation. The only thing I would have liked would have been a better tie back to that personal stuff and say, so hopefully, as I have tea and my parents and and something more vivid so we know we're coming the full circle.
Okay.
Your thesis preview was perfect. Your SIG statement was excellent. You realized that it was kind of a hard sell because it's way over there and who cares? But you made us care. So that was pretty good. On your first reason, yes, you ask us to talk about what my problem is that I want you to work on. Your slug line for you said, the first reason I believe Argentina's new claim on the Falklands will not risk further strains in relations with Britain is, and then we finally get to it, past history does not determine the future. And so I'd rather have you lead with your lead with past history does not, and get rid of all this wording as past history does not determine
Okay, so I
the
was
future.
confused about that. For the 3 points, I don't have to repeat every time the prompt, right?
You can say, my first reason is that past history does not determine the future. Yeah, you want to have the narrative going on, but just a little less wordy.
Okay.
And when you say CNS News, you want to state with your voice the year 2013, you know.
I forgot that part. It was planned in there.
Yeah.
My mind went
And
blank.
so it has credibility because it's recent and good,
Okay.
or 2012, whatever it was. So that's good. Then on the your second reason, my second reason that they'll not risk further straining relations is, and then here you had Jonathan Watts was your source, right? Was that how that worked? Was
that was for the Guardian interview.
the Guardian thing? And Macri is the new president, and this was going to, he was reaching out and this sort of thing. And I believe it's pronounced Reuters. You want to say that with me? Reuters.
Reuters.
Okay, good.
What did I say?
Reuters.
Oh.
Reuters.
Reuters. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced
Okay.
in fashionable circles, I guess. Your third reason, too, was, again, the third reason I believe is trajectory. So the third reason is trajectory. Get to the trajectory quickly. Your summary, I agree with them down there. You nailed it. You had a detailed summary, so you didn't just say I had 3 reasons, but you gave them again. So you projected them out nicely. Your conclusion was good, and your tie back could have been a little better with your family story. Okay. Now, your goals, as we call them, CANIs, constant and never-ending improvement. Stay calm and breathe deeply. Speak slower. Don't get nervous before speaking. How'd it go?
The nervous part, I don't know if I handled that too gracefully. The other two, okay, wait a minute. Actually, no, I take that back, because some nerves are good, right? So
Yeah.
Like, I remember reading somewhere that the Buddhists say, "Oh, hello, good friend," when the nerves come. So I was walking out and I was like, "Oh, my friends are all here." So
That's right.
I think I did that.
Some
okay.
people, the other quote Buddhist trick is to picture everybody in a bathing suit. They can't be.
I'm very ADD. That would just distract me a lot.
That doesn't work for you, huh?
I think as far as the breathing goes, I did that.
Yeah, you were
and
breathing
staying
well.
calm. And I think the pace, I mean, for me, it was fine. How on the outside, I think it sounded good.
Yeah. The only other angle that maybe I would have taken on this, and I see we're out of time. The only other angle I would have taken on this is I would have said, and thank God this is going to go this way, and we won't have another stupid war. You know?
Right.
We won't resort to war again. Because that was just the craziest thing in the world that happened when the British and the Argentine went to war over the Falkland Islands. You know,
Right.
just crazy. So that would have been an interesting angle, but you did a really good job. My one suggestion is that if you notice in some of the models that they're a little bit more research heavy, with a few more citations in there to back up your positions. So if you could have thrown in, you know, a couple more quotes in each of the points, really briefly, that would have enhanced your credibility. Yeah.
Okay.
But really excellent job, Shamali.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay, that's it for today, folks. We're out of time.
Sorry, I had one question about how you were saying for each of the points not to say how the long-winded prompt.
No,
Should I say
no,
it afterwards? So like, no, my second reason is this, and then say the prompt afterwards, or not
See,
even say the prompt at all?
what I objected to is my first reason is I objected to Argentina's nuclear and will not further strain relations with Britain. I objected to that part being in there, and just my first reason is past history does not determine the future.
Okay. And for the other two also, should I skip over the prompt and just boom, give my reason?
Boom. Second reason, third reason. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
What did you think, Nikki?
Oh, I thought it was good. I think you're right, a little bit more information about the Falklands War because I don't think people know about it.
Okay.
You know, you
Some
said it happened,
background.
but just a little, maybe a sentence or two more background about it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Did I go into the background of the second point when I talked about where they were, their location, and then the war that happened and why?
But you didn't really, I didn't really get a why it happened.
Yeah, you didn't go into
More
that.
detail about
A
that.
little, just a little bit more, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But did you have a time limit of what you were supposed to?
7 minutes.
Oh, so
you
you
had
were
a
just
whole
under.
minute left.
Oh, okay, so you
You had a minute 15 left.
It's just because every time I practiced it, I was actually at 7 minutes 15 seconds. So I was like, I didn't add any more because I thought, well, I'm right there. So then I guess under pressure, I talk fast.
You moved it along, yeah. Okay.
So what's your major?
Communication.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna be doing this stuff, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, today I practiced with my mom. She's in Argentina now, so I Skyped her.
Oh,
and she heard my.
So what did she say?
She really liked it. You know, moms are your
well,
biggest
yeah,
fans. She's like,
yeah.
"Oh my
Great.
baby, you're so good!" And oh mom. So yeah. Oh, now do I need to pick a different?
Yeah.
From the
Here, let me give you this thing.
extemporaneous ones or from the other ones?
From Extemp, yeah.
Oh, another one from Extemp?
Yeah, do you have the sign-up sheet?
Oh no, I have no idea what everyone has done.
There it is.
Okay. And I guess people.
What you were wise in practicing with your mother or a live person because a mirror doesn't get it or do
No,
it.
it does change. So I had my sister last night hear me also because nerves kick in and then you start forgetting
No.
stuff.
And you tell the person you're practicing with what your goals are.
Right.
For example, if you find yourself, this isn't true in your case, but some students say like and a lot.
Right.
And so you ask them to raise their hand every time you say like and so
Right.
you cut it out.
My sister, when she heard me, she's like, try, because I guess with her I was like swaying back and forth. So she's like, don't sway. So today I made sure to
No, you were walking.
channel the
that was
energy
good, yeah.
in my hands and to the audience, not
Yeah, that's
in
good.
my body.
And by the way, the moving 3 times helps disperse that energy.
Right.
First point, second point, third point.
Right.
So it was good.
Good.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting us break up your room, Nikki.
Oh, that's okay. They're supposed to be able to move stuff around.
Where is the sign-up sheet for the extent? Do you want me to choose one now or next? class?
You can if you want to get started. If you want to look at it real quick or whatever. I got to pack up here, so you got to.
The roll sheet again this time, or did you?
No, I didn't. 2 times in a row. I'm in a row. I'm on a roll.
And the videos will go on YouTube, right?
Yes, so your mother can watch it.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing that. You were very fast about putting it online. I was surprised. Like, it was like the day after. You already sent out an email.
I do it the night of usually, except when my office was under construction, so. They ripped out all my cords for 1 week, so that was what caused my delay last time. Okay, 106, 107.